are you? So good to see all of you here. If you're here watching the Facebook Live, please type on the chat group that to tell me that you are here. Time flies, yeah. We just celebrate 2023. Remember, we just say Happy New Year 23, and now it's already September. Time really, really flies. A lot of people ask me, Joshua, why you suddenly become so dark? Guess where I just got back from? I just got back from South Africa. So it's really hot there. It's actually cool. It's winter, but the sun is really strong as well. So anyway, if you're here watching the Facebook Live, please type on the chat group. Just to let you all know, during this, now is the very happy season. Now is the hottest season of the year, the Mata Fair season. And these 3 days, there are Mata Fair happening in MeTech. And at the same time, we take this opportunity to do our open day. While you're visiting MeTech, you can also come and visit our office. Our office is at Solaris Mont Kiara. It's just right above Mercato. Please feel free to come and visit us, experience the EE hospitality, and find out about tour packages. And today, I'm going to start our Mata Fair open day with a series of Facebook Live. And the first session is always my favorite session, the Northern Light. How many of you here are looking forward to see Northern Light? Please put up your hands. I think it's still too early. A lot of people are still on the way driving to Mata Fair. It's all right. You can always watch our Facebook Live. In fact, in a while later, I'm going to review to you all when you are going to Mata Fair, when you are looking for a tour to join to see the Northern Light, what are the important keynote that you must take? What are the important things that you must think about, but you must consider when you decide to pick on the Northern Light Hunt Tour? And just to let you all know that all our tours for this year, Northern Light Hunt Tour, already filled up. We do not have any spot left for this year. But for next year, we have very limited seats left for the icebreaker sessions. Today's session is also good for those of you who are deciding on a Northern Light Hunt Tour. I'll make it easy for you to, I'll help to explain so that it is easy for you to decide whether to join the Northern Light Hunt Tour with the icebreaker or without the icebreaker. Yeah. So it's very important for you to join us, to watch this Facebook Live, to share and to like so that your friends can also benefit from it as well. Yeah. So for those who want to experience the icebreaker cruise, we have very limited seats left for next year. I always recommend travelers who want to do the icebreaker cruise to do it next beginning of the year, February, March, because you have longer daylight and at the same time, the lake is frozen. There's no reason to go on an icebreaker cruise when the lake is not frozen because there's nothing to break. There's no ice to break, right? So without any further delay, let's go to Norway, Sweden, Finland icebreaker. Hello, hi. This is our Norway, Sweden, Finland Northern Light Hunt Tour. The main difference between the normal Northern Light Hunt Tour versus the icebreaker tour is we add extra 1 more days. Okay, we add extra 1 more day, not days. We add extra 1 more day where we can do the icebreaker. Yeah, and at the same time, we want to maintain our tour so that it's still very relaxing, very enjoying. But the only thing with our Northern Light Hunt icebreaker cruise is that we replace the 𝐸𝐸𝐾𝐸 with icebreaker. Yeah, because icebreaker, it give you a better experience. For those who want to do icebreaker, I always recommend to do February and March. For some of you who say, Joshua, I think I'm not really into that icebreaker because I've done it in Japan, or I've done it before. So I'm not really into icebreaker. Then you can consider to do in November, December. Then you can experience the 𝐸𝐸𝐾𝐸 ferry. Yeah, 𝐸𝐸𝐾𝐸 ferry. And I'm going to also review to you what's the key secret. How can we have next? Let's go next first. Yeah. Let me just let you know about our itinerary. What is the route that we are taking? With our icebreaker, we have a different itinerary. We do in-out Oslo. yeah, in Oslo and also out Oslo, and we are going to see many places. What I always love about our Northern Light Hunt tour is we are always trying to kill many birds with one stone. Yeah, because this is a very cold place. We're talking about -2, -3 in the morning, and -2, -3 is considered warm. Yeah, when you have a day -2, -3, when you're going on a Northern Light Hunt tour, you'll be very happy. You're like, wow, it's so warm. Because at night it can go up to -15, -20. So when you're doing -15, -20 at night, and it's a very cold kind of itinerary, you want to do it once, and you want to do it once in a lifetime, in an experience of a lifetime, unless you're crazy people like us. You know, we are Northern Light Hunter. You know, like for me as a Northern Light Hunter, I think I have done Northern Light Hunter not less than 20. Easily, I've done 20. In fact, most of the time, like this year, I'm doing 2 back to back. You know, in November, I'm doing 2 Northern Light Hunt tour back to back. And in my prime, I've done 3, 4 Northern Light Hunt tour in the season of in the month of November, December. Just 2 months, I do 3 or 4 already. So I've done easily 20 Northern Light Hunt tour. I used to always say that I enjoy cold. I love cold weather until I go on a Northern Light Hunt tour. Then I say I love warm weather. You know, I love Malaysia. I appreciate Malaysia. So when it comes to a tour like this and it's so cold, you want to do many experiences in one time. You want to go there once in a lifetime, once and for all. That's why we always do our best to make sure our travelers get to see Northern Light. And at the same time, we are doing a lot of activities. That's why in a short while, I'm going to share with you what are the travel highlights that you can experience on this Norway, Sweden, Finland icebreaker tour. Yeah, let's go with our first one. Next. This is very, very important. Yeah, we have a proven record since 2026. All our tours, we have minimum twice encounter. So we have seen it minimum 2 times, and our highest record is 7 out of 8. So it's 7 out of 6 out of 7, our highest record, which means out of the 7 nights, 6 nights we get to see Northern Light. And one of the key difference is we have Aurora Hunter that go with all our travelers to see Northern Lights. All the tour manager that we select for this tour, they are all handpicked. We also did a training with them to make sure they know how to see Northern Light. And at the same time, even our bus driver at night is also an Aurora Hunter. So our bus driver know where to drive us to, and our tour manager know where to see Northern Lights. And this is where we can increase our success rate. That's why we have minimum 2 encounter for all our tour with the highest record of 6 out of 7. Yeah, that is for the what you call that, for our normal Northern Light Hunt tour. For icebreaker, we are yet to get the highest record. So far, the highest record for icebreaker, I think, is 4 out of 7, 4 out of 8. For our icebreaker, is 4 out of 8. And for our normal tour is 6 out of 7 for the best record, but minimum also 2 or 3. Okay, and a lot of people ask me, Joshua, is this year a good year for Northern Light? You know, I always tell them, you know, when it comes to Northern Light, there's no one will know when is the best time to go. But I got a good news for all our travelers who are looking for a Northern Light Hunt tour. What happened is, before the pandemic, what happened is that solar activity were actually on the downside before pandemic. That's why, hi, Alexa. So good to see you. Finally, I got someone come and say hi to me. I feel I'm talking to myself because I feel like I'm the only one looking at myself. You know, please, if you're watching, please give us some response. And the more response you give me, the more I can share, you know, what are the experience with our Northern Light Hunt tour. Like, a lot of people ask me, Joshua, is this year a good year for Northern Light? So what I can share is, because I did some Northern Light Hunt last year, November, December. Hi, Jeffrey. So good to hear from you. Thank you so much, guys, for responding, especially in the morning. That will really give me a kick, like coffee, you know. Coffee in the morning. When you say hi to me, at least I know you are watching and we are having these interactive sessions together. Yeah, talking about Northern Light, a lot of people ask me, right? Susan, thank you, Susan. Is this a good year for Northern Light? The beautiful part about this year, you know, about the pandemic is, before pandemic, actually Northern Light, when it comes to solar activity, it's actually on the downside. Yeah, before the pandemic, it was on the downside. And what happened is, during pandemic, it was the lowest. And right after the pandemic, I can see a sharp increase in the solar activity. That's why last year, all our tours that we saw Northern Light, we saw one of the best Northern Light last year. I've seen Northern Light for so many years. Last year one is really amazing. Some of our travelers, they saw Northern Light in Tromsø town, right outside the hotel in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. So, it was really, really amazing because solar activity is actually on the rise. Yeah, so that's why I believe this year is also a very good year for Northern Light. Same goes to next year. And a lot of people ask me, but Joshua, what is this solar activity all about? Yeah, since you guys are watching the Facebook Live, I'm going to reveal to you a secret that I always share with our travelers when we are in the bus. Yeah, but I'm going to reveal to all of you because for some of you who are watching this video, you are actually on the way to Mata Fair hunting for a tour to join to see Northern Light, right? Hi, Jacqueline. So you are wondering, but I don't understand about this Northern Light. Where to see? For ladies, where to shop for LV, Chanel, the one I know. But to see Northern Light, I don't know. After years of experience, this is, after so many trips, I discover to see Northern Light, it requires 3 factors. Yeah, 3 factors it requires. Number 1, we has to be in the Arctic Circle. If you are not in the Arctic Circle, no matter how strong is a Northern Light, the chances of you seeing not high. Yeah, you must be in the Arctic Circle. That's why very important when you sign up for a Northern Light Hunt tour, you need to know, first of all, how many nights you are in the Arctic Circle. Any tour that, when you are in Stockholm, when you're in Helsinki, when you are in Oslo, these are big cities. These are below the Arctic Circle. One thing blessed with Iceland is in the Arctic Circle. Most of the northern part of Iceland is in the Arctic Circle, but Reykjavik itself is slightly further from this Arctic Circle, but it's very close. It's considered Iceland in the Arctic Circle. But Iceland, we have another issue. Okay, Iceland is about the weather. Weather can be very, very drastic. But for Norway, Sweden, Finland, we have to be in the Arctic Circle in order to see Northern Light. So first question you must ask yourself when you decide on a Northern Light Hunt tour is, decide whether how many nights are you going to chase for Northern Light. Like for me, I want to make sure our travelers get to see Northern Light. We are looking at 7 nights, if not 8 nights in the Arctic Circle. That's the number 1 point. You must be in the Arctic Circle. Number 2, it must be dark enough. If it's not dark enough, the chances of you seeing not very high. Yeah, in the city, when it's very bright, even you can see Northern Light, but it's covered by it's overshadowed by the city light already. So it has to be very, very dark. That's why we always go out and hunt for Northern Light. We go to place very, very dark. Yeah, and the third one is we must have solar activity. Yeah, if no solar activity, also no point. Yeah, you must have solar activity. With solar activity, then only there's a chance of Northern Light. Yeah, and on top of that, with solar activity, you also make sure solar activity is part of the weather. Weather consists of solar activity and also whether we have clear sky or not. That's why if you want to see Northern Light in the morning, you must hope to see clear sky. Clear sky means good chance of Northern Light. At night, you must see stars. When you see stars, means good chance of Northern Lights. So this is how we see the weather. We must make sure got solar activity and make sure either clear sky. If not, make sure that at night clear sky where we can see stars, that's perfect. Yeah, these are the 3 main conditions when you want to see Northern Lights. Yeah, so now let's go and to our main highlight of this tour, which is the icebreaker. Next. For this tour, we want to make sure our traveler get to experience a sample icebreaker. But a lot of you are asking, but Joshua, what is this icebreaker? I have no idea. Is this the same like the one in Japan? We prepare a video. Now let's enjoy a video together. All right, I love this video. This video really give you an experience. How is when you are on how is it like when you are going on a Sampo icebreaker? Yeah, and the best about this experience is even if you cannot swim, you know, this icebreaker is for you because the orange suit will make you float in the ice. And now with this video, you can understand why February and March is a better time to go on a icebreaker experience. Because when the lake is frozen, then there's a reason to go on an icebreaker. Yeah, and when February and March, when the weather is very cold, that's where the ice get frozen. And on top of that, February and March has got a longer daylight as compared to November, December. Yeah, so for those of you who say, I must experience this icebreaker cruise because this is an experience of a lifetime, then you can join the February and the March tour. But for some of you who say, but Joshua, I think I'm not really into this icebreaker because it's already very cold. I don't feel like changing the orange suit. So then you can go on a Northern Light hunt in November and December and you experience the classic 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻 ferry that travel along the Norwegian coastal and experience a beautiful scenic journey of Norway. Yeah, next. Well, as usual, our Easy Europe brand promise a whole new travel experience. We start with handcraft itinerary with a daily theme, personal time to explore, local hand-picked restaurant, and most importantly, fine selections of hotel. Last but not least, our E-moment. Yeah, the E-moment of this tour is 𝐶𝐈𝐴 Glass Igloo, the real Arctic experience. And then, for some of you who are on the way to Mata Fair and are looking for a Northern Light hunt tour, it's also important for you to decide what kind of igloo that you want to stay. You know, some of you would prefer igloo, like a, what you call that, like a modern kind of igloo, where with a nice house with some glass roof. Whereas for some of you, you are like me, I like to support the original. I support 𝐶𝐈𝐴 Glass Igloo because they are the original inventor of the glass igloo. And what I love the most is we also give our travelers an opportunity to upgrade to Kilo Glass Igloo, where you get the glass igloo and also with the what you call the Finnish chalet. So that's an like what I always say that you get to hit another bird with a stone. With one trip to Norway, Sweden, you get to experience the glass igloo and also the Finnish chalet with a sauna inside. Yeah, so I love 𝐶𝐈𝐴 Glass Igloo. I'll share with you more about 𝐶𝐈𝐴 Glass Igloo in a little while. But now let's enjoy a video of real Arctic experience. This is the original 𝐶𝐈𝐴 Glass Igloo. For some of you who want to stay in this original glass igloo that really shaped like an igloo, this is an experience. This is the original glass igloo. And for some of you who wants to have more space, you want to also experience a Finnish chalet, Finnish sauna. And for some of you who wonder what is a Finnish sauna means, you know, you go in the sauna at night or in the morning, you go in the sauna, you get yourself warmed up, and then after that, you go out and roll on the snow. Yeah, that is a Finnish sauna experience. You can do that with a Kilo glass igloo. And of course, for some of you who are staying in the glass igloo, they also have a sauna, what you call it, area or a sauna hut where you can go to the sauna hut and experience a Finnish sauna. Go in the sauna, experience the sauna, then come out and roll on the snow. That is real and real experience. They said that will make your skin become tighter. I don't know. I have not tried it before myself. Okay, now next. Well, 8 nights above the Arctic Circle to maximize your chance of seeing the northern lights. This speaks the result that we have today. All our tour minimum we saw twice northern light because we increase our chances by staying more night in the Arctic Circle. And most importantly, next, we do aurora hunting with bus. A lot of people say, when you stay, I book myself a tour, I go to Tromsø, I stay in the hotel, then I just stay in the hotel and I wait for the northern light. Will I also see northern light? Yes, you will. In fact, one of my, when I was on the tour, I met one gentleman. He has been on a northern light hunt tour for the last 10 years. Everywhere he did is, he booked a hotel for many nights and then he just drive everywhere, hope to see northern light. The chances like this is not very high. You need to have the Aurora Hunter to show you where to go for northern light. Yeah, that's very important. Aurora hunting with bus. Next. Oh, at the same time, like what I mentioned, we want to make sure that you have a lot of other experience and not just hunting for northern light. So in the daytime, we will travel from one place to another place. There's 2 benefits of traveling from one place to another place. Because number 1, you get to see more scenery, you get to experience more in the morning. And number 2, as you travel from one spot to another spot, sometimes point A, the weather not so good, but when you travel to point B, the weather become better. That will also increase your chances of seeing northern light. Like for example, we travel to North Cape, we travel to the northernmost point of the entire European continent. That is how far we travel up north. Because the further you travel up north, the higher the chances of seeing northern light. Next. On top of that, we hit 2 birds with 1 stone by traveling to North Cape. After we visit North Cape, we get to experience a king crab. We know a king crab place that is so close to North Cape that you can experience what you call that a very classic Finnish king crab, or say Norwegian king crab experience. We have a king crab feast with 2 persons with a king crab. You can really have a good feast of king crab. Next. Sami home visit and reindeer sledging. Yeah, you get to visit a Sami home, experience a very classic Sami lunch, and get to experience reindeer sledging. Next. Oh, we also included in our itinerary self-drive husky sledging. Yeah, these activities are included. Yeah, you don't have to pay extra. Self-drive husky sledging. Next. Self-drive snowmobile. We also find, personally, I find very important not to do snowmobile northern light hunting. A lot of people say, Joshua, I got an idea. I will buy a ticket, I'll travel up north, and I sign up for this snowmobile, northern light hunting experience. I think that is exciting. I say, yes, it's exciting, but I don't think it's for us Malaysian or Asian. Because number 1, we have not seen northern light. Number 2, we are not used to the cold. Number 3, we are not used to driving snowmobile. Number 4, we are not used to driving at night in Arctic Circle. And to drive a snowmobile during your first experience and trying to do so many things at one time, I think it's not so suitable. So what we do is we do snowmobile in the morning, proper snowmobile, where you get to experience the drive and also it's not just the adrenaline of driving, it's also seeing the beautiful Finnish forest. As you're driving, the scenery is just amazing. It's just fascinating. Next. Of course, like what I mentioned, Sampo icebreaker, there's one experience that you must experience if you are like me who are looking for adventure. Next. Kiruna Ice Hotel. This is also one of the highlight. We also include a drink. I find it very important for us to have at least a drink by holding to the glass, the ice glass, and have a lovely drink in this Kiruna Ice Hotel. We included a drink for you when you're on this tour. Hi, Maori, our Aurora Hunter. Maori is here. Thank you for watching, Maori. Thank you for supporting us. Next. Narvik, that's one of the cities that we're going to visit when we're on this icebreaker tour. Next. Hi, Yvonne. So good to see you. On top of that, to make this tour even more exciting, we stay 2 nights in Lofoten. This is the only tour we get to stay 2 nights in Lofoten. We get to experience this beautiful archipelago. And one of the very popular village in this archipelago is the Rain Village. Yeah, beautiful Lofoten. We get to stay 2 nights here. Lofoten is also one of very good place for Northern Light hunting. Very high chance of seeing Northern Light. Next. 𝐶𝐸𝐻 Glass Igloo. That's one of the highlight of this tour. Next. Yes, I'm waiting for this point. A lot of people ask me, Joshua, there are so many modern glass igloo in the market. Why do you choose 𝐶𝐸𝐻 Glass Igloo? 𝐶𝐸𝐻 is now the biggest glass igloo in the whole entire Lapland. You know, they are like Disneyland in what you call that, California. It's so big. One inside the 𝐶𝐸𝐻 Glass Igloo, not only they have glass igloo, not only they have kilo glass igloo, they also have a planetarium. Yeah, with the planetarium, you can watch a movie with a very interesting experience. You know, the whole entire screen is actually built on the roof. It's a, what you call that, is a sphere. It's whole entire dome where you can see the glass, you can see the screen, and you can experience a nice movie in this planetarium. Next. And on top of that, next, they also have an igloo tower where you can get a chance to visit igloo tower. This is also another highlight of this tour. Next. Handpicked local restaurant. You really get to experience some local restaurant in Finland, in Sweden, and also in Norway. Next. Fresh Norwegian ingredients. When you are there, you can try the salmon, you can try the cod fish. But the only thing that for Malaysians, just to let you know, cod fish is very expensive here. I totally understand. But in Norway, in order to keep the cod fish fresh, what they did is they did something where the Malaysian cannot imagine. They cured the cod fish. Like how we say ℵ鱼here, they make codfish ℵ鱼when in Norway. So if you try the codfish and it's a bit salty, don't be surprised because codfish is their ℵ鱼sometimes. Yeah. Next. Next. Okay, must try Swedish cuisine. You get to try Swedish cuisine, Norwegian cuisine, Finnish cuisine. You know, you are doing many things, trying a lot of different experience all in one tour itself. Yeah. Next. Finnish delicacy. Next. Oh, these are all the hand-picked best location for Northern Light. For us, for me, in order to increase our chances of seeing Northern Light, what we did is we picked all the best places. We actually did a lot of research. We find out these are the best places to see Northern Light. They have a very high chance of success, and we put them all in one itinerary. Like, for instance, Narvik, Lofoten, Laxelv, Kiruna. These are the best places for Northern Light. Next. These are all the scenic photo stops, like in Narvik, North Cap, Kiruna. So you get to see beautiful scenery in the morning. Evening, you get to see Northern Light. Next. And in order to increase our chances of seeing Northern Light, we include one driver in the morning, one Aurora Hunter driver at night to drive us. Yeah, that will really maximize our chance. We have Santa Claus Village, a reindeer farm with the reindeer sledging, Oslo Vigilant Park. Next. Oh, these are all the photos. So our Aurora Hunters are also well-trained photographers. We will take all the beautiful Northern Light photos, combine and compile in the Dropbox link, and then send to all our travelers. And good news for all our travelers. You know, what I'm really fascinated is the, what you call that, our smartphone technology over the last 2 years. You know, especially during the 2 years pandemic, I think Apple and Samsung, they realized there's a very high demand for travelers to snap northern light photos. So what they did is they actually increased the capacity of our phone when it comes to low light photography. And what I noticed as of last year, all our travelers, even with their Norway, even with their iPhone, their Samsung, their Huawei, their, I'm not sure Oppo that one I'm not sure. But as far as I know, Apple, Samsung, and I think Huawei, they capture very beautiful photos and even video with smartphone. So you don't need DSLR, but for us professional Aurora hunter, we need to carry a DSLR at least to look professional, right? For our travelers with smartphone, you can also look smart and take photo of northern lights. Yeah, next. Great food, great company. Yeah, next. Local restaurant. Oh, personally, I must talk about this restaurant. You know, there's one restaurant that I really in love when I'm traveling to Lofoten is to stay in this Thorn Hotel. Not only they have the best, not only they are the best place for Northern Light, they also have the best breakfast as well. Oh, they really have a very good breakfast. Yeah, really amazing. Yeah, you must experience this Thorn Hotel in Lofoten Island. Next. That's all. And most importantly, stay tuned on our Facebook Live. We are going to have another session on Greece and Southern Italy at 12 o'clock. And we are going to also talk about Scotland and also Iceland today. Yeah, for some of you who are undecided, I'm not sure whether should I join Iceland tour or should I join Norway, Finland, Sweden tour. You can stay tuned, and I'm going to share with you what I'm going to experience with this Iceland tour. And for some of you who are looking forward to travel to Scotland and experience whiskey, join us as well, where we're going to talk about Scotland. But for some of you who say, Joshua, I don't want cold, I want to experience Mediterranean, then you also join us and experience Greece and Southern Italy together with us. And now, say bye-bye. I would like to say bye-bye to you. Thank you for watching. And also, you can enjoy our throwback video and imagine yourself on this Norway, Sweden, Finland icebreaker. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.